All right, we're live. Let's get it. So, if you're watching this at a later date, thank you for joining us. I'm Josh with Danger's Edge. We're just gonna be throwing some axes and knives. I don't really have anything really planned out right now, but that's okay. So we're just gonna be throwing and having some fun, practicing, hanging out with Bodie. Bodie, you want to come say hi to everybody? Come on. Yeah, come on, say hi. Everybody, you already met Bodie. If you haven't met Bodie already, this is Bodie, my dog. He hangs out and enjoys the backyard when I'm throwing. He's just chilling, but he's a good guy. He's a funny guy. Yeah. He really likes good pets. He really likes good pettings. Oh yeah, he might melt for you. Oh, he melting for us. Oh, he melting. All right, we're gonna start out this stream with just a real good pet of the dog. And that'll give us good vibes for the day. Oh yeah, nice. Oh yeah, good boy. Good boy. Thank you for melting for me, Bodie. I'm sure everybody would love to watch that. Yeah. Yeah. You don't want some more pets? Yeah. All right. We got to get to throwing though, Bodie. So I'm gonna have to get you to get to the side. Okay. Yeah. Gonna be checking all this out. Pop this over here. Should be good to go. Oh yeah, there you go. Beautiful, beautiful angle there, Bodie. So we're just gonna get some lovin's on you. Yeah. Yeah. Good boy. Good job. He says, "Good to see everybody here, and thank you for joining us tonight." And yeah, that's good. That's good. You're good at this, Bodie. Yeah, you're a good host. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You can go play. Go play. Go. Yeah. Go play. Go. I'm gonna throw. All right. Good boy. Yes. You can go play. He likes to go play with himself and play with his blow up balls over there and stuff. But we're gonna throw today, so we're just gonna get some fun throws out the way, and starting out strong with a good threefer, a threefer. But yeah, nice. It's a beautiful night. Honestly, I really can't complain for a night like this. I'm actually gonna throw these 6 little hatchets, I would call them. They're little full tang uh, axes here. I'll give you guys a close up of those. These are pretty sweet. This one has a wooden handle, but I taped it on because I already broke one of the handles off. As you can tell, this is the one that broke off. And yeah, I recommend if you do get these ones to tape them up. But yeah, interesting. Name for yourself, sir. Where's the files at, sir? Where are the files, Mr. Epstein? Ooh, oh, that's a crazy stick. I don't think I can ever recreate that, so I'm just gonna walk it up for you guys. I think that was wild. Look at this. What? That axe landed like that. Ooh, I wish I knew how much these weigh, but they're about a pound each. The silvery ones, this one's about a pound. These ones are a little bit lighter, but probably close to a pound, if not right below it. I got the specs on my phone, but the thing there is I'm taking them live on my phone. So you can actually check the link in our bio, and it's got more information about them. These ones are by DWFKHT, and they're really light, though, of course, comparative to like regular axes and stuff like that. But yeah, these are, yeah, they're about a pound each, give or take. They throw like an axe, though. That's what's really nice about them. They do throw really fast, though. They spin really quick. But yeah, that was a crazy stick right there. I don't think I could ever recreate that angle that it landed because it was a complete accident. But yeah, let's keep throwing that. Let's keep throwing these things. Yeah, I think you guys are ready for some questions and stuff. If you guys have any more questions or anything like that, just throw them in the chat. And yeah, we got the floof monster in the background. I might have to play fetch with him just for a little bit, just to make it so he doesn't sit and hang out back here, because it's the danger zone, Bodie. It's the danger zone. Ready? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I had to move him off to the side there because he was right behind the target there, so that wouldn't be safe for him. Ooh. The one thing about these is that they're really, because they throw so fast, you can adjust, how you release them out of your hand to make, to change the spin. Like this one over rotated, so I made everything else super duper a lot more slower. And then if you really want to get fun with it, you can really throw these really, really hard. So let's throw some of these super duper hard and get some real nice sticks with them. That's what I really like about these, is that them being full tanked, you really don't have to be scared about like knocking handles and problems like that. Because like these axes, just yesterday I was throwing, and as you can tell, I hit the handle of this one, sheared off a real nice piece of it, and that's a bummer because now it's missing that piece of wood, and potentially will give me a little splinter. But luckily I hold the axe down here. But first day I threw this, I already cracked the handle. So obviously that's the problems with regular axes, but you really can't complain. But that was a really cool little stick. It bounced off the bottom log. That was fun. Cool, unique throw right there. I recently updated my setup here, so that was cool. That was really chill. That was a nice setup. Yeah, let's put these down. I'm gonna throw some axes, just some classic axe throws here. I actually want to do some more of those westerns. I want to get better at these. My buddy Ryan, who runs this channel with me, he freaking throws these things. He throws them out like this, like as if you're like doing like the whip from Wanted, that movie, where you spin the bullet. But this angle, so you guys have a better idea of how I do the western, is basically it's like an underhand, but classic underhand, you actually throw it, with your grip like this. So this is like the classic underhand, is basically taking the axe. This is how you throw an axe normally, but then you're flipping it downward like that. So I'll show you a close-up of that grip right here. So this is like a classic underhand, and then this is a classic regular throw. So one more time, just slow motion for you, flipping it down, and then flipping the axe like that. So that's like what normal underhands look like. But for this one, the way he described it to me, and it actually really helped, was like a wand. You hold it like a wand, like Havana Kedavra, Havana Kedavra. So yeah, hold it like that. And then what I found with the Western, is what we're calling it, is that when I'm throwing, I have to keep my arm straight or I just mess it all up. But what he's doing is he's like whipping it like that. So I'm gonna try that little whipping technique that he's got going on, because I just think it looks a little bit better. I think the underhand that I got, I can get the throw, but it feel like I lose some power like this. Like I lose some power on that. So boom, and there's no log there, so I can't hit that point. Let me get another one. I wonder if this log would actually fit right there. Because if it did, I should drill that in. Oh yeah. Oh, I should have drilled that in yesterday. That would have been a nice little placement for that guy. And I could also take this log out. Maybe put this in here. That's not going to work out. So I just messed up this area here, but that's okay. Whew. Don't want to get any splinters right now, so I'll leave that log there. So yeah, let's get that back. So Western gonna do here, underhand like this, and it's gonna rotate, and then stick into the log upside down is the way it kind of sticks. But because of how, yeah, that's it right there. Because of the throw, it's very much like a whip. You have to whip. You're whipping it up. So, oh yeah, just like that. Ooh, I almost hit the handle. That would have been a bummer. I'm gonna see if I can get one on each log here. See if I can whip, whoop, whip. There you go. Yeah, it really is like a real tight whipper. Like when you're doing it, you're swinging like that. Oh, get 4 in a row yesterday. The other day, I was having a hard time with that one. But let me see if I can get like an underhand here and a left hand stick. Oh, bummer. Right over the top. Where are you guys all from? You know, where are you commenting from? Where are you guys at? What are you guys doing right now? You guys doing anything fun tonight besides watching this? You know, I know this is probably the best thing about your night so far. But yeah, this is freaking super duper fun. I'm just gonna throw some classic axes here real quick, just to get back in the swing of things. No pun intended. But oh, what's going on over there? Oh, I gotta flip those. Gotta flip those back around here. I'm gonna do that right now, actually, because I don't want my neighbor to be like, "Why are these on my side of the fence?" They should be on my side of the fence. There you go. There you go. That looks a lot better. Oh, Bodie Bear. Good. My dog is either hearing or smelling or seeing something funny. He's running around like something's caught his eye. But we're throwing axes, having some fun tonight. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Check out our long form content. I can't stress that enough. The other stuff that we put out is very different than our live format. Our live format, obviously, we're throwing axes and knives in my backyard right now. My buddy throws axes and knives in his backyard. A little bit different of a setup, just because, you know, he's got a different setup. So what I have here is my logs. He's got his logs. We got a little bit more room to, you know, get more logs, but he just got some brand new logs himself, which new logs are always fun. I have a new log too, and I got a new log right here as well. But let's see if this log is even ready. I think this log would probably reject more axes than it would actually take. I think that I'll change that out one day. I think the right one is actually already cracked. So, those are some heavy hitters right there. Some real good ones. Get some more heavy hitters for you guys. They're really fun throws when you throw them really hard like that. It's a good time, but I don't recommend doing it if you just started throwing, because it's a real good way of breaking axes. If that's your goal, by all means, yuck 'em, hick 'em. Not hick 'em, but huck 'em is the word I was looking for. Huck 'em. There you go. And drink some water. Check on the chat here. I'm gonna chat here real quick. Let's say check the. And then cool. Just getting the chat rolling here. But yeah, let's keep throwing. And check the angle here one more time. Get a little boop. There you go. Boom, boom. Throw some axes. Then we get throwing some knives. I think that I'm going to try to throw some axes on this bottom log down here. Yeah, there you go. Let me see if I can get 2 down there. Hey, a little bounce off the ground there. That was fun. That's one thing about lower logs is like you have to really account for the distance to the ground, because if you hit too high, you're missing, and if you hit the bottom, you end up hitting the ground. So there's like a sweet middle ground you really have to think about. Like this log in the middle right here sits really, really low, and it's really, really dense. So you have to really hit it nicely. You want it to stick properly. That might be a log actually I'd put up. That's what I should do next. I gotta get my neighbor over here to help me put this log up on the right side. I'm gonna need a nice strong man to help me lift it, put it up in the target zone, because I think this one on the right is actually, I think, the best log out of the crew to get up and put up here. Actually, tis thick. I don't think it'll be going anywhere anytime soon, and it's soft wood too. It'd be nice for people that haven't thrown knives. You don't want to be throwing at something really, really hard. You end up getting rejected if you're throwing. Oh, nice. I'm close to there. I see my butt right now. Yep. Shake that butt here for you guys. There you go. Boom. Hoo-ah. Hoo-ah. Actually, I think I'm going to put this iPad a little bit closer to myself so I can see it a little bit better. The iPad might dictate when we're done tonight, because if that thing dies, I can't see the chat that well. But that's okay, you know. I can maybe keep it rolling. But yeah, we're throwing axes tonight. A little bit of knives. I do have 6 knives out here, 3 and 3, 3 different types. Well, 2 different types, 3 of each. So let me see if I can do 2 axes and then stick 6 knives. Let's just do that. Let's just stick everything I have tonight. So there you go. Those stuck. So, and then I've got 6 axes, 6 little axes here. So let's stick all these. That's all those. And then I haven't thrown a single knife yet tonight, but these are the knives we're going to be throwing. 6 knives. So I'm going to just keep it easy on myself and do a little bit of half spin. That was it. That's everything I brought out tonight. That's stuck up on there. I'll show you guys. I'll give you a little walk up just so you can know I'm not lying. Give you guys a close up of the whole setup too. So nice. That's the 6 knives. This one's kind of weak. I think this one. Actually, no. That's pretty in there. That's in there. That ain't going anywhere. It is totally underspun though for a half spin. Look at that. I don't even know how it's stuck in there. It's that really aggressive tip on those tang mens. And all these axes are definitely stuck in there. That's pretty good grouping right there. Super good grouping here. One of these, which one was it? I think it was this one. Oh, I thought this one was loose. It's a little bit loose. This one's in there good, but this one right here. Oh, that's it. Fell out. So happens to the best of us. But this log right here is super funny because that's like really hard to stick in, but it can stick. But that's it. This is the newest log of the newest edition. This is some oak. What is it again? Oh shoot! Walnut. This is a walnut tree. I'm allergic to walnuts. Anybody else allergic to walnuts? Hit that like button, because that's me. I'm allergic. I'm allergic to walnuts, and I ain't worried about it. I don't miss that nut. Throw some hundreds in the chat for those freaking sticks right there. That was 12. Well, six axes, 3 knives. Oh, I mean, sorry, I can't count tonight. 6 axes and 6 knives and 2 full axes. So I don't know how many is that. 12, 13, 14. That's 14 sticks in a row. That was pretty good time. That was really fast. Getting that. That was first try of throwing everything I brought out tonight. Oh, oh no. This is stuck in there. Really good. Oh, nice. That was a good one. Oh man. Man, that walnut really sticks the axes in there really deep. Let me keep throwing the knives. I'm gonna have some fun with the knives. So I've got 6 knives here. They're pretty similar in throwing style, I think. So I think they're gonna work just fine together. But weight-wise and size-wise, you know, side by side, they're the same exact height. Yeah, well, not height. What is it? Length. Jeez, they're pretty much identical in length. So, you know, you can't even. There is a slight height change close up. Oh, that's because I'm messing it all up. But yeah, that's the same height, but very different shapes. These side by side in shape are completely different knives. So no spin for these. I think these are superior for the no spins, but I like to keep my finger right here for these ones, or right here, depending on how far away I am. If I'm further away, I actually like to hold it here because it slows it down even more. But I found with these, it's more accurate and a lot more precise if I'm throwing no spin from this right here, holding my finger right here. So make some use out of that wood. Oh, dude, I've got enough wood next door. My neighbor, we can burn the crap out of the wood. And all the wood was free, man. But yeah, you know, what would you make actually out of this wood? There's some walnut. Yeah, I know, right? People do like walnut for different things, for like you know, tables and all that fun stuff. But because it is a really dense hardwood, but you know, that's the best use for that I can think of, that I'm going to get use out of it. It's already been out here for probably around like 200 or 300 throws has been stuck on that, and that's a very small estimate because it's already been out here for about a week and out here for a few lives. So yeah, it's you know, in my opinion, that's the best use for that piece of wood right there. That piece of wood has grown all of these years, and that's what it's become. And it's actually great because now, what is it, 141 people have now seen that piece of wood, when otherwise just the one person that made something out of it would see it. So, you know, it's getting a lot more eyes on it, which is pretty funny. Great way of thinking about it. Let's try to get a really nice grouping for the show here. I'm thinking, ooh, you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to grab some tape, everybody, and I'm actually going to do a little challenge. And I'm going to see if I can fit all 6 of these knives, or 6 or 3 or however many I can fit on the little target I'm going to make right now. So let's do it. So chat, I need your help with this. Should the target go in the middle of the log, or the top right of the log, or should it go on a different log than the one on the left or on the right? I'm going to put one, you know, my first guess is I'm thinking I'm going to put a little target right here. That's what's calling to me right now. I think I'm going to make it about the size of a playing card, a little bit smaller than a playing card, but a little bit about the thickness of my hand, about the size of my palm is what I'm thinking of. And let's put another one right here, a little bit bigger, just because it'll be on the left side here. And we'll just keep that one right there. And then let's do another one right on this log. This log actually has a different angle, and that'll be fun to kind of see if I can stick it at that different angle once I get bored of the other ones. So let's see that. You guys can all see those targets that I just put up. So the plan is to stick the knives into those targets. So that's the plan. Put away this stuff here. All right. So, all right, let's throw some knives. Let's try to stick them in those little spaces there. So yeah, what was I trying to do? I was trying to do 6 knives in that one that's the size of my hand. So this one right here, I'm going to try to fit all 6 knives. Well, you know what? I'm going to start slow. Let's do 3 knives inside of this target right here, everybody. Everybody see that? Give me a thumbs up. Give me that like if you see that target, everybody. Hit that subscribe if you've never seen knife and axe throwing like this done live. Or if you have, tell us what you want to see. So let's get it. So I'm going to try some instinctives for this. I think it'd be my most accurate. Yeah, I was just right next to it on the first throw. I'll take that. And way off on the next. Oh, way off on the next 2. A little bit right next to it. Ooh, okay. All around it. If it was William Tell, I would have been fine. I was trying to miss it. Didn't hit any on that one. But I think it was because I was mixing up the knives that went back and forth. Whoa, almost tripped here. I need to fix my setup here. Gotta kick all this out over here. Put that this way. Let's cover this up a little bit better here. There you go. Okay, let's do some instinctive half spins. There you go. There's one. Ooh, miss. Ooh, almost. 6. I hit 2. So I got 2 out of the 6 are within the little target here. That's not bad. And I would even count that actually. So I would only have one hit the target proper. The other one was kind of on the edge. As tie goes to the runner in this case, the target. So let's keep throwing here. Ooh. First miss of the night for those. Second miss. There you go. Almost. There you go. Those little micro adjustments is everything for these. But again, only 1 knife out of the 6. Ooh. Let's go. Let's try to get 3 out of the 6 inside that little square. Show you guys a close up of the knives I'm throwing right now. These are the Tang Men's, and then also the Frigid Sword. So yeah. What would you guys do with the logs that you guys see? What would you make? I always ask, it's always a fun question asked. Whoa. Whew. Oh, nice. Look at that. Whew. And oh, you mentioned that I should make something with that piece of walnut over there. And funny thing you say that, because my neighbor is about to burn a fuck ton of that stuff. That's what they use to heat their home. So they're going to be using some walnut, some peak nice walnut rounds to burn. Yeah, just turn down the brightness on the iPad just so I can save a little bit of battery. But yeah, let's try to. I'm going to try, instead of doing instinctive, let's see if this helps my accuracy. I'm going to try to do a little bit of military half spin on it. Oh yeah, that helped a lot already. Okay. Whoa. That's the one thing, when you have a target like this, you might throw a knife and it blocks the entire target. Then you're kind of like shooting around that target. Let's try to do that again. There you go. That's one in the square. Ooh, way off. What the heck? Same spot for that one. Try to throw this one here. If the target was a little bit to the left, I would have had 3, because these 3 are stacked up. I want to show you guys how close those are stacked up, because that's really fun to see a really nice grouping like that. You know, got consistency under my belt here. So look at that. Ooh, so close. Look at that. If the target was just right over here, these 3 would have been stacked right on top. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. Really, really nice. But one, I got 1. And then these 3 were all right there. Super duper close to that target. So this is the target I'm still trying to go for. I think what I might do now is kind of do a different challenge, because I don't want to get stuck doing this challenge too long. But I'm going to try another one. So these 3, trying to stick into here, or these 3 into here. Whichever ones can get into that. And then just so you guys have a size reference, let me put those underneath my hand. It's about the size of my palm, give or take, right? Yeah, about the size of my palm. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, about the size of my palm. Trying to stick 3 knives right in there, right that spot. So that's the goal, everybody. Let's move you guys up, just get you guys a better view of the log and the throwing. You know, I think it's important to see it up close. So yeah, let's get that. We should be able to see right there. We check the view there. Wait for the lag a little bit. Drink some water. Stay hydrated, everybody. Yeah. I'm glad I checked that, because my right arm's completely shot out. I'm gonna pull it back just a little bit. Do it right about there. How's that view, everybody? Everybody can hear and see me okay? Sweet. So let's get it. Oh, blocked. I've had to move myself here. Ooh, almost. All around it. Everywhere but on the target. I think if I block it, I think the next best thing is going to be to move on to a different target. That's going to be the best idea, because I have other ones up. So let's try to do that. Whoa. There you go. Ooh, almost. Where's everybody watching from? I'm watching, well, I'm not watching, but I'm from the PNW, Pacific Northwest area. So where are you guys at? The furthest out we've had actually is Australia. I don't know if you can beat that because it's on the other side of the world, but somebody, you know, I'm trying to collect continents as far as like how many people, where our viewers are from. It's always really fun to kind of take mental note of that. See where everybody's at. Oof. I got in between those, which is good. But oh, only 1 out of the 6 again. I feel like I'm shooting pretty good though, because I'm getting 1 out of 6 every time. Almost every time, I should say. Can't call it every time. But 1 out of 6 is at least hitting the paper. So making those micro adjustments, ooh, helps. Ooh, that one wants to be rethrown. Whew. Let's see if I could stick this one in. Oh, right above it. Wow. I'm going to go back to axes in a moment, everybody, but I got 6 knives here. I'm trying to hit the 3 inside that target zone. And I'm just shy of it. Oof. That's the closest we've been so far. Ooh. Well, besides the ones that actually hit it. Dang it. But that was all around it again. But 3 in the paper. Everybody, 3 in the paper. Ooh, that's way off. There's 1. Oh, gave it my chances, but there's 2. And then if you guys give this to me, I'll take this one that fell out. Let's see if I can get the 3rd in there, just to get the practice out the way. Oh, and I missed. But I got 2. That's the closest we've gotten tonight. Is 2 in a row, 2 inside the paper. I'll walk you guys up here. So we got the 2 inside the paper. Those are pretty much stacked right on top of each other. 2 in the paper. We're going for 3. I want 3 in the paper out of the 6. I don't know what happened with this one, but it ended up going way up here. And this one way down here, overcorrected. And then these 2 over here, oh, super close, but no cigar. And then of course the 2 right here. But yeah, we're throwing these. Let's go. Nice. Do we have somebody from China in here? Nice. China or Japan or some, I forgot what characters those are, but that's pretty sweet. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe so you can stay up to date. Check out our long form. You're watching Danger's Edge. This is the shirt I'm wearing. If you can't tell, we do lives like this all the time. It's been really helping our channel grow and get our watch hours up. So thank you to everybody that's been staying around and enjoying the show that I'm providing. And it really means a lot. Every like, every comment, every reaction that we get. We're still a small channel, so we're able to actually reply to you, and we're able to be there. We're trying to build a really nice, positive community of knife and axe throwers. They're just an awesome group of people that enjoy the outdoors, and we do more than just knife and axe throwing. So if you're looking for something that is, everything outdoors, and we do everything from mountain biking, cliff jumping, rock climbing, pretty much anything outdoors, we do that, and we pretty much make content of everything that we love to do. So follow our channel. Let us know what you think of our long form. We do some stuff that's never been done before, like throwing in Yosemite National Park. Park. Don't go to Yosemite National Park. Go to the park. Completely different places. But yeah, we threw in a lot of different national parks, as well as some bigger things coming up where we're actually going to have a video coming out where we're throwing in caves, which I know nobody else has done that on the planet. So our channel is full of pretty much world's first because a lot of the logs, pretty much every log that we throw out in the wilderness, as far as I'm aware, nobody's ever thrown an axe or nobody's ever thrown a knife at these specific logs. Let it know and find out where these logs are located is also part of the fun part. Those that are hikers in the Pacific Northwest might recognize some of the trails that we're actually throwing on, which I think is pretty fun. But I got 1 out of the 6 again. Close. Maybe I need to do some nose spins into this thing. Sometimes my nose spins are super accurate, and sometimes my nose spins are not accurate at all. So let's see if they're accurate tonight. Oh, there might be a little accurate. Over. Ooh. Oof. You know, everybody's got a different way of throwing no spin, but I really appreciate those guys that can really whip their no spins like a crazy madman. I don't know. It's like they're throwing a chopstick or something. I don't even understand. When I look at some of those no spinners, they do it so uniquely, like a you know, it's like a whole different way of throwing no spin. With these knives, they're kind of heavier, so it's a little bit different. Like there's one right there. There. Oh man, if I get this one right here, that's gonna be the third. Oh, that is close. That is close, everybody. Whew. I feel like if this knife wasn't there, that would have been the third right there. That was so close. Had one knife that fell out completely, but ooh, that was a close gamble there. I'm gonna take this and heal this target here because I just want to make sure I actually break the target. You know, because what we always say is if it hurts, it counts. So this is what I'm throwing. So yeah. Well, that and these guys right here. But yeah, if you're looking for some knives and axes that are affordable, and you know, our whole thing on this channel is affordable knife throwing for sure. Because you know, I don't like throwing knives that I get sad if I lose them. And where we throw at in the woods, you might lose a knife or two. We have our tools to find them, but you know, if they go over a cliff, I'm not going to go find it. So let's get it. All right, I'm going to try those no spins again. I think I was getting really close with those already, closer than the half spins. Ooh. Oh, blocked the whole target off. Let me get some power into these no spins here real quick. Power into the no spin. That one hit the target, but not stuck in. There you go. Sweetness. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep throwing here. Ah, I got one really good in there, but still nothing. Still not three. So I'm doing pretty good as far as KD goes. I'm killing one with 6, so I'll take that. You know, if you miss one, I mean, if you miss 5 out of 6 shots, that's not too bad, right? Let's get it. Let's get this show on the road. Another good single hit. Maybe I should go back to the half spins here. Let me check my angle. That last part. Oh, I'm totally in frame. We're good. Sweetness. Let me fast forward to live here. We're live. Boom. There you go. Oh my God, blocked the entire shot off. I gotta move over here just so I have something to hit. Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel like that one knife blocked everything. Oh. Let's try to hit that for sure. Got that no spin. Almost. Oh, let me get that before I forget where it went. Oh, there it is right there. Not hard to find. Man, I think throwing a knife is definitely one of my favorite things to do in my backyard. And thank you guys for joining me on this night. It's been a pleasure throwing for you all. Oh, almost. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It really means a lot to us, that are starting out our YouTube journeys. Trying to monetize by the end of this month. So that's going to be pretty sweet. So help us get there. Every minute that you guys watch helps us get to that 3K viewing hours. So it really means a lot to us. I'm going to try to level out this zone here. Got to cover this thing up so I don't trip. There you go. There you go. There you go. That looks good. Hopefully that stays like that. A little bit longer. A little bit longer. Anybody a Four Seasons fan? Okay. Hey, Bodie. You want to come say hi to everybody? Man, I blocked it again. Oh, doesn't matter. Oh, man. I hope you guys saw that one because I dropped that knife directly over top. I'll show you guys a close-up of that one. I was pretty stoked on it, and my dog's behind the target anyway, so that's Bodie, everybody. But yeah, so this knife I thought blocked the target completely. If you're looking at it from back here, that's completely blocked. But I was able to thread the needle and hit this knife right in. Boop. That's another really, really close, almost 3 inside the target here. So pretty sweet. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, there you go. I'll take the 2 right there. That was really, I can't believe I ended up clutching that one. That was really fun. It's a really good time. Got 13% left on the clips here. Oh, my dog is still back there, everybody. So I gotta give him a little bit of a distraction. Bodie, come. Bodie, come. Come on. Show everybody your beautiful coat. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Give everybody some nice, gaze upon this beautiful beast whose name is Bodie. We call him Big Bear is his nickname. As you can tell, he looks like a bear. From afar, you might think he's from that movie Country Bears. Is the way we think he looks for sure. He look like a bear, and he act like a bear. He doesn't cuddle though. For those of you that have big dogs, you know what I mean. You might have a big cuddly dog, which that means you are so lucky. But this guy, he likes pets. He likes a little bit of hugs, but he and cuddling do not mix. He's a big loving guy. Yeah, good boy. I have to rile him up a little bit, get him so he'll play on his own over here. Yeah. If you want me to pet him more, everybody, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and I'll pet him twice as much. Give him lots of lovin's. Might say something to you guys. You have something to say, Bodie? Yeah? Oh. Yeah. Have a good night, Bodie. Yeah. Having a good night. Oh. Mm-hmm. Really good night, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody's here. I don't know. I don't know who it is. All right, I'm gonna throw some axes now. I'm gonna give you guys a little break off the knives. You know, that was a really close chance try right there. But Bodie, you can't be jumping right now. Okay, you want to go back inside? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to throw a ball from everybody. Give me a moment. Oh, hey. Wow. If he brings the ball back, I'll throw it for him. He usually gets it a little carried away by himself over there. So let's get it going here. Throw some more axes to end it, and then yeah, I'm gonna see. I don't want to do any handstands right now over here, but maybe I'll do some handstands for you guys. It sounds like a good time to practice some handstands. See how long I can hold a handstand for. Just to end it on something a little bit different for you all. And I think handstands are really fun. Something that not everybody in the world can do for a long time, but I've been doing handstands for a long time, but I haven't done a lot of handstands because I hurt my shoulder really bad the other day. I fell on my bike, and I think wearing a collar saved my collarbone. Because man, that fall was a pretty bad one, pretty rough. Oh, did I lose a knife? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I did. Oh, let me go find that last knife before I forget. Oh, where did that last knife go? Oh, it's right here. Boom, found it. See that little close-up throw, everybody? Little, little, little backhanded stick. Oh, I didn't do it again though. That's the fun thing about knife throwing is like you have to know the difference between like just like Neanderthal hard as you can, and like be able to stick it, just enough so it goes in. Because sure, you could throw that thing as hard as you want, but as soon as you you end up throwing it so hard that you lose your ability to even know where it's going to go. Like that was a beautiful full spin, making me want to do more full spins with these. Let me see if I get 3 full spins real quick. Just right out the gate. And there you go, 3 full spins. I love full spins with these knives. These knives are really fun to throw full spin. They look really good too when they throw. It's like it's a really nice sleek knife. And that's my favorite type right here. Just there you go. 3 different logs. Let's keep throwing some full spin here. Let's do the same 3 logs, different knives here. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so these knives don't want to be throwing full spin tonight. That's okay. Ooh, ah. I'm like on point with the other ones though, so that's nice to see. Let me stick 3 of these again. That'll be really fun. Let me get this burr off of this knife though. There you go. Burr is nullified. You don't want burrs on your knives, everybody. Make sure your knife is nice and burrless. A burrless knife is a safe knife, everybody. There's the one thing that hurts you when you're knife throwing is burrs on your knife. Whoa! Over the top. Come on. Okay, these. Oh, that's what it is. So these knives are a little bit different than the other ones. right. I'm going to try to stick 6 full spins in a row, and then I think I'm going to do some handstands because I do have 11% of battery. This is the UFC, man. The U Fantastic Crew. That's what it is. The U Fantastic Crew. That's what you're watching. But you are watching Danger's Edge. I guess that's it. So we got 6 in a row that easy. That was fun. Once you get those other knives, you know, the angle that you want to throw them for the full spin, it's really just about copy pasting that throw. So I'm going to try to get 3 more of these just to make sure it wasn't a fluke. Ooh, and I think it might have been a fluke, everybody. But I think it's just because the way you throw the full spin, so interesting. Yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting, everybody. Ah. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh. Yeah. It's funny. Oh, that third one hit. My friend once told me that the last knife that I always throw, I mean, not the last knife I always throw, the last throw that I always throw, I just throw it super nonchalant. Like I'm not even thinking about that. And that's funny that he said that because I think knife throwing, you don't have to think at all. You know, think less and you'll stick it more often. So it's really, you know, once you learn it, it's just like riding a bike, you know, figuring that whole motion out. And these 3 knives do not want to be throwing full spin tonight, as far as I can see. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that. Knife support. Crazy knife support. Whoa. Don't want to catch knives, everybody. Let them fall. But this knife, look at that. That's held on there by just the weight of the angle of the knife. Yeah, let's end it on a high note here again. Let's do some Aryas with these. I know I can get Aryas with these, no problem. Yeah. Oop. All right, I can get 6 Aryas, no problem. No problem. We call this, though, the Arya Stark. We talk about it all the time just because it's such a fun, unique throw that you really don't see too often in the knife throwing community. Sometimes you do. Obviously, there's some people that might just throw this style. We know my neighbor does for sure. So pinching the tip like this, snapping down right here. So sunny Queensland, Australia. You're the second person from Australia I've ever had. That's so sick. That's awesome, dude. Well, I mean, and I'm not going to butcher your name, but Anne Marie. But yeah, let me get these Arya Starks here out the way here. So I'm pinching the tip, and has anybody watched Game of Thrones? There's that scene where Arya Stark is throwing the dragon glass, and she's pinching like this and flipping the knife down, and that's what I'm doing here. Ooh. I'm just trying to get 6 of those in a row, but obviously, freaking first try, I got 5 in a row, which is kind of funny. It's always, again, when you're not thinking, when you start overthinking it, is when the knives start acting up and saying, I don't want to do any work today. Too bad. All right. Ooh. There you go. Almost. Again. Missed 2 out of the 6. Queensland, Australia, though. That's so sweet. What time is it in Australia? Anne Marie. What time is it over there? Curious. I think it's, what time is it over here? I don't even know. It is 10:08 here. And nice. It is 15:07 hours here. What is that? -3. That's 3. That's 3 o'clock or something like that in the middle of the day. Yeah. Wait, actually, man, that's like 6 o'clock, right? It's like 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, no, that's 3 o'clock. Aha! 24-hour clock. 24-hour clock. 15 hours. It's 3 o'clock. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't do military time because just don't use it that often, you know. I have to minus the 12. I'm sure it gets really easy once you see it every day, but it ain't for me. But to be honest, I feel like it makes a lot more sense than our 12 hours, because to this day I don't know what's AM or PM at 12 o'clock in the morning. You know, 12 o'clock on the dot, is that AM or PM? I know 12:01 is PM, but is 12 AM or PM? I still don't know. I have no idea. Like, is it still AM in the morning? You know, but I don't know. Just internal monologuing. Whoa. Oh, there you go. Almost again. It's the bigger knives that are having the problem again. It's okay though. We'll get it eventually. I've got 10% battery left to get this done, so let's handle this. Oh man, 5 out of 6. Just one more knife. Everybody put in the chat, one more knife, one more knife. And I'll keep throwing. I was so close there. Just one more knife. I just had one more, and I would have been fine and dandy. Ooh. I think I'm going to throw the harder knives first. Get those out the way, because I can stick the last 3 every time. It's really about snapping your finger. Well, not snapping your finger, but the way you hold it is very important. So I hold it with it resting on the meat of my hand right here. But that's where I do it, so let's go. Let's get those likes up. We're at 18 right now. Let's see if we can get it into the 30s, everybody. We got 100 of you. If every single one of you guys hit that like button, we'd have the most likes on a live that we've ever had before. So please help us get there. It means so much to us and our channel. We're still a small channel, so we get to really relish in every little moment that we do doing these lives. So every little milestone is really, really cool. You know, we're trying to break different lives. You know, every time we're trying to go more and more, get more and more people to watch. Because where are we at now? Probably at like, that's it. Oh man, I almost missed that last one. I got to be honest, that was close. That almost didn't spin enough, but it did. It stuck. So we can call that a win, everybody. Look at that. 6 knives in a row. Arya Stark style. This one, yeah, this one almost missed. Let's see if it flicks out. I'm going to keep throwing. Oh, no, it's still in there, so that counts. But the rest of them are in there real nice. So, boom. I'll take that. Take all these back here. And then let's do some fun. Let's do something fun. I'm gonna bring you guys into my little layer over here of knife and axe throwing stuff. Let's put away these axes here. Gotta put these axes on my arm. I'll walk you guys this way. Show you guys where these guys hang out. This might be. Ooh, look at that. Little shed action here. But these all go in here. And then let's throw a little bit of darts. Let's throw just a little bit of darts here. Gonna move these big buckets of fertilizer for the garden. You know what I'm saying here. For those of you that know what bat guano is for. But let's throw some darts. Just throw a little bit of darts. This might be really hard to see, but I can at least get a few throws in. Ooh, there you go. I don't think this is that fun compared to knife throwing, but it is something funny to end the stream with. Who knows? This might be even easier to gain followers, right? You never know. People might be like, darts are the best, because I love darts. Darts is one of my favorite sports to play in a bar. If there's anything I'd bet on is it's my dart game. Not pool, not shuffleboard, darts all day. Anybody else good at playing darts? Oh, nice, Ryan. You just got here. You missed out, Ryan. I did a bunch of throws, and I'm just throwing this because I was actually just about to go to bed because I have 5% battery left. So I'm just throwing some darts. Oh, and that, Ryan, was for you. That one was for you. Check out the bullseye I just got. I was in within what's 6. I was on the 7th throw. Look at that bullseye. Boom. A true bullseye too. The one thing I don't like about this new target that I just got, Ryan, look at it. It looks like a piece of wood. Isn't that freaking sweet? But the bummer thing is that it's freaking paper. So I threw a knife at it once, and it did this, and I'm like, well, now I definitely can't throw knives at this board. The same thing with this. Like this target, this doesn't have a ring on it. So over time, this bullseye is just gonna be nothing. You know, you won't be able to tell if it's a 2 or a 3. Well, I mean a 2 or a 1 bullseye. So that's a kind of a bummer about this specific target. But what's good about that is I still have this target. So you can't really see it because it's so dark. But hey, at least I got this on video. That was a super sweet bullseye, a real true bullseye, everybody. Boom, boom, boom. That was pretty sweet. And with that, I'm not going to throw any more darts. I'm done with that. I can't do that again. I was on the 7th throw because I threw 6 and then the 7th. So Ryan, you were the little lucky charm for that throw. Closing up the shed real quick. Wow. Give my little nighttime routine here. Closing up the shed, locking it up with my heavy duty lock, changing the number there. Putting this over here. Boom, boom. And yeah, we're just hanging out in the backyard. The axes are thrown. The iPad is getting put away. The water is getting drank. We're at 20 likes right now, which is pretty sweet. Loving that. I'm walking inside because I'm at 4%, so I might be what's it called? Might be dying soon. What I could probably do though is plug in my phone, and then we can go straight into playing zombies. Let's see how that goes, huh? Ryan, if you wanna, can you get that going? You think? I don't know. It's up to you, buddy. Oh, I've got 3%. I might have to plug in. I might just end this live. We're at 69 minutes. We've got a lot of people that were very engaged, so that was pretty sweet. And it's been a beautiful Tuesday for everybody. I thank you guys so freaking much for being here. If you just got here, thank you guys. But if you can't play, then I'm going to play some Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6. Yeah, of course I'll get the screenshot analytics. I'm excited to see that one. I'm at 3%. Say goodbye, Bodie. Oh, he's giving you guys the stretches. Everybody say big stretch. Big stretches. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, dude, I thought I turned off the lights. I turned it the wrong way. Whoops. Big arrow. I love this is one of my favorite little things about my house. I made this giant arrow to tell everybody, well, that's the way to get the fuck out. That's how you leave my house right here. So won't dox myself. Don't want to show the outside here. But yeah. Boop. There you go. It's off now. I could put those on a timer, which is one of my favorite little things about throwing out here. But yeah, nice, Ryan. You got the big stretch in there for us, and put it back on my face here. Got 3% going here, and yeah, dude, let's go. We can go. Let's get Bodie inside. Bodie, come. Come on. Yeah. Come on in, Bodes. Yeah, there you go. All right. That's the night, everybody. Lots of love. Thank you guys for all of your support. Thank you for everybody that liked and subscribed. And peace out, everybody. Deuces.